Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Look, here in the UK, inflation data is really getting kind of crazy. We are seeing UK inflation really jumping up to 3.5% in April, with households paying more and more for basically everything. Bills are becoming more and more expensive, food is becoming more expensive, and everybody is aware of it. This user on Reddit commenting, my annual wage increase isn't even close to what inflation is hitting. Of course it's not. Nobody is really making, the money to keep up with this. And obviously it's affecting people's personal finances. It's becoming more and more difficult for more and more people to pay the actual bills. Energy prices are way too high. We pay the most for electricity in Europe. The government really needs to get a grip of it. As long as we're paying high electricity bills, inflation will be difficult to get on top of. Now, UK bill inflation really is significant. Bills push inflation to the highest point in more than a year. Inflation was 3.5% in April, up from 2.5%, almost 2.6% in March, and higher than economists had expected. Water, gas, and electricity prices all went up on the 1st of April, along with a host of other bills, pushing inflation up further than the Bank of England's target of 2%. Whilst that is all tragic and whilst that is all boosting the inflation figure significantly, that's not the only area where we need to pay attention, as we are seeing food prices really becoming really insane as well. UK food inflation hitting a 1-year high according to industry data. Now let's take a minute to actually look at this. And anybody who lives in the UK can probably feel this. We are seeing UK food inflation rising for the 4th consecutive month to a 1-year high in May, driven by fresh food prices, according to industry data that suggests it's an ongoing squeeze on households, and of course it is. People can't afford it. So food prices rose to an annual rate of 2.8% in this month, up from 2.6% in April. And that's the fastest pace since May last year. This is according to the British Retail Consortium. All worth paying attention to. Helen Dickinson, the chief executive of the BRC, said fresh foods were the main driver, and red meat eaters may have noticed their steak has become a little more expensive as wholesale beef prices have increased. Dickinson said that retailers were now absorbing an additional $5 billion cost from increases to employer national insurance contributions and the minimum wage, which took effect in April. Global food prices were up by an annual rate of 7.6% in April, according to the UN Food and Agriculture Organization Index, and vegetable oil and dairy products were rising by more than 20%. It's really becoming quite shocking. If you have a look at this, you can see some more data over here, right? This is just a chart showing some of this. All of these costs are really becoming a massive pain on the average person out there. And again, people are really feeling this. Going back to the point over here, no one's wage is keeping up with this. People are feeling more and more squeezed than ever. Bills are going up. Food prices is going up. Rent is going up. Inflation as a whole is going up. It is a really difficult time to be navigating this market. That's just the reality of it in today's world. We're seeing all of these prices rise, and again, according to certain bodies, we recognise that this will be incredibly painful for people, particularly where this is about energy, food, and others. This was said by Claire Lamberdelli, I believe it is, the Bank of England's Deputy Governor. What do you guys think to this? I'm just going to leave it there. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. Tell me what you think to this. And how is it affecting you? Are you in the UK? Are you overseas? Is where you live feeling similar impacts? I want to know your thoughts and opinions on this in the comments, so do let me know. Thank you for your time. I hope I will see you again soon. Goodbye.